Together, the families of the hostages have waited in this room, enduring long and uncertain days, waiting for any word from the government, following every unconfirmed report, hoping. We had spoken to JEONG-BAE on Sunday about his kidnapped son and daughter. His message is more desperate now.
To
the Taliban and the Afghan government, I appeal to you. My children went to the country to help your children. Please send them back to me, because I want to hold them in my arms again.
The others in the room all had something to tell us about their children.
My daughter is 38 years old and went to Afghanistan to teach children how to paint. She was supposed to be back from her trip by now. Please bring her back to me.
My daughter is 31 years old and works in computers. She went to Afghanistan to teach children how to use computers. She was always a child to get sick often. I worry about her health. I can't sleep worrying about her.
My son is 32 years old and works in an office, but he loves photography and is the photographer for the team.
For everyone who had believed negotiations were making progress, nothing is certain anymore. The reality of how violently the male hostage was killed has shocked the nation. Most South Koreans had gone to bed last night believing that 8 hostages had been released. This morning, they learned the bad news. Any jubilation over the earlier rumor now dispelled.
I'm so sorry for the news, to hear that one hostage was killed. I wish all the remaining hostages come back home safely.
It is upsetting to hear about the death. I hope the others will not be harmed.
The dead hostage has been identified as 42-year-old pastor Bae Hyung-kyu, the leader of the Samuel Presbyterian Church's volunteer work in Afghanistan. The South Korean government says the kidnappers will be held accountable.
The government once again urges the Taliban to release the hostages immediately. And we will continue to put our every effort into securing their safe release.
Seoul has announced it is sending a special envoy to Afghanistan in the hope of bringing back the rest of the hostages alive. The South Korean delegation faces the possibility that the Taliban might start killing hostages one by one at each impasse in negotiations. The Taliban's threats suddenly hold much more leverage. Melissa Chan, Al Jazeera, Seoul.